Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic I'm just going to make a quick short video just because I feel like it would bring awareness to a lot of people, and that's on the narcissist will use any opportunity to scam you. The narcissist will use any opportunity to scam you. And I'm going to talk about this because narcissists, you guys, are scumbags. They don't love themselves, because if they love themselves, they would treat people how they want to be treated. But they want to be treated like trash because they want to put out trash. They want to scam people. They want to use people. They want to manipulate people. But not only that, right? I understand, the mentality of a narcissist when they're scamming, when they're doing things to get over. They might be in need. They might be in a very low position in their life. They might feel like this is the only way. They might feel like they're not smart enough to do anything else. They might feel like every time they try to do certain things, it doesn't work out for them. They might be even frustrated at themselves because they're not capable of interacting with people civilly, in a civil way. So a lot of narcissists, what they tend to do is that not only does this person scam you, but they get angry for not being able to scam you. So it's one thing you're trying to scam someone, but if you get caught, you get caught. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught, you get caught, and keep it pushing. If you get caught, then you weren't meant to scam me because you got caught, right? But what narcissists do is that they get caught for lying, they get caught for stealing, they get caught for trying to manipulate you, they get caught for trying to befriend you or talk to you nicely and then trying to pull one over on you, but they don't know that your third eye is open and you're paying attention to every little thing. And when you spot red flags, you're paying attention to the red flags, but you're just not saying anything because you're allowing the narcissist to be exactly who they are. And you know exactly who you are, and you know how to protect yourself, and you know how not to be combative with the narcissist because you know it's not going to solve a solution. It's basically you're going to be giving your energy to this person who's trying to scam you, and they're getting off on the fact that you're frustrated. They're getting off on the fact that you're intimidated by them. They're getting off by the rush. They're getting off by the act itself. They premeditated it in their head already, so they already know the pros and the cons, and they're getting off. They're getting a high just off of thinking of the act of the bad thing that they're getting ready to do. So to my surprise, what I've realized about narcissists is that there's definitely way more narcissists than I would like to admit. I run across a lot of good people, and I could tell right away because they're not bothering me. They're not sneaky. They're not up to something. They're not asking me personal questions. They're not trying to bring God and Jesus into the conversation in order to manipulate me. When you can no longer be scammed, you're no longer using your emotions to determine your next move. And the narcissist preys on people's emotions. So when they finally, when they had it in their mind that you were going to be an easy con, and they finally realize that you're not emotional, they feel like someone broke you. So now they try to direct the conversation at, oh, they're trying to tell you things that maybe happened to them so that you can start sharing things and to see how much have you healed or understand. And then they might even get close to you and ask you for favors because they feel like, hey, we connected. And when they see, hey, no, it's still business, that's when you'll see the scam artist reveal itself. So some of these scammers that don't even think they're scammers, they want you to look up to them, look at them like they might be a parent figure, or they want to look relatable to you. Sometimes they're from your same race of people, and they're all scammers. They're doing things to get close to you. You'll see them scam and manipulate energy, and you'll see them do things that are controversial in order to sabotage someone. And then they might feel like, hey, I'm like you, but you're really the next target. This person will attack a general group or a person or a race, religion. They'll attack someone and try to use others as flying monkeys, but they are nothing but thieves that are helping you look for an object that was stolen when it's them. It's right in front of you, the people closest to you even. So this is one of the oldest, scams in the book is, you're too busy looking at other scammers or other people that you feel you generalize people in groups. And that's part of the narcissist deception because they'll be the people closest to you. So this is almost like that mentality of someone who's a thief, right? Someone who's a thief, they're already aware, hey, I'm going to go into the store, I'm going to do a beer run. They already know, hey, the clerk is going to be upset. The clerk is going to be watching me. They already know, hey, I'm going to wear this on purpose. I'm going to look suspicious. I already know that the person who's at the counter can't do anything to me because they can get themselves hurt or they can get themselves. So they're already thinking if you're going to try something while they're trying to scam you, they're already thinking of hurting you. So generally speaking, that con artist feels like, I don't want to hurt you. The narcissist feels like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to do certain things to you. I just want what I want. And if it boils down to that point, then I'm probably going to have to, if you fight back, then obviously I'm going to have to fight back, but it's going to be your fault for fighting back. That's what's going on in the scammer's mind. It's like, if I scam you, just let me scam you. They're forcing the scam on you. So basically, the narcissist is like, look at what you made me do. Look at what you made me do. I wasn't trying to get this far. I didn't want that to happen, And now they're angry. So when you actually pay attention to narcissists that you're in friendships, relationships, family, when you actually pay attention to these people and you were good to them, you didn't even do anything to them. They already came premeditating to hurt you, to come into your life, to spin it around in circles. And they already premeditated the pros and the cons. And then when they're gaslighting you, they're very well aware that they're playing tricks with your mind. They're well aware that they're using your emotions to scam you, to get over on you. They already know you're battling yourself, trying to understand this person or trying to understand if this is the real them or if the nice version of them is the real them. But when you know that someone is trying to scam you and they're coming at you like they're nice, and then later on they scam you, and you know that the niceness was fake. You know that they were trying to be nice and it was all to just deceive you. So yes, that's the real them. So when someone is telling you, oh, I'm not a bad person, but I'm just going to go in here and do this beer run and torment people, they already had it in their head. If someone is defending themselves, I'm going to fight back because they shouldn't even. In their mind, you're in the wrong. You shouldn't even try to fight back with them, even though they're doing something wrong. They're like, hey, it has nothing to do with you. I just want my beer and I'm ready to run. It got nothing to do with you, but a part of them, they already premeditated, oh, who's working at the counter? Oh, I'm going to pass by and greet this person and say hi to them. And then I'm going to see what they're, just to make them feel comfortable. And then I'm going to pull a quick one over them. And it shouldn't bother them because I just wanted my beer. Right? And I'm just giving you an example of the mentality of a narcissist. Oh, it's not a big deal. Right? I just want it what I want, but they're not telling you. They're getting a rush on the act itself. They're getting a rush of going in to other people, and you still haven't figured out that a lot of the shit in your life, you're responsible for it. A lot of times when people are getting over on you and you're getting bad energy and you're stuck in a loop of bad energy, it's because of the things that you're putting out into the universe. So a lot of these people play victim all their life and play victim when stuff isn't going their way or opportunities aren't coming fast enough. But they don't sit back and reflect on all the things that they've done. They haven't apologized. They think it's funny what they used to do. Oh, that was funny. Dang, we didn't get caught. We didn't get caught. But they got caught eventually doing something else. They eventually had to pay the price, getting caught up in a different situation or even a domestic violence case, or it could have been another scam that they did and finally got caught. And in their minds, they're thinking of all the times they got away. They're like, I'm not thinking about this time I got caught. I'm thinking about all the I got away more times than the times I got caught. So this is what leads a narcissist scam artist to not change, because they think, well, if getting caught is the consequences to my acts, and I get away with it most of the time, then I'm going to live my life like this because bad things happen anyway to everyone. This person doesn't even understand that they're in hell. And some of them do, and that's why they don't change, because they're like, I tried getting out, but I'm stuck in this underworld that I can't get out, and this is the only thing. I'm forced to behave this way. I'm forced to be living this life. There's no such thing as coming back from this. They don't even understand they're in hell, and that's why they're on a continuous loop doing the same shit over and over again. And things aren't going right, and they keep attracting the same type of people. They keep attracting people like them, but they want to go out their way to get with a good person so that they can scam the good person while they party and rejoice with the demons that are just like them. They scam, sometimes, there's one person doing the act and all the other people, they're silenced. They're flying monkeys. They're not saying anything, and they're just as bad as the narcissist scam artists themselves, because if you're going along with what someone else is doing, criminally doing to other people, even on a spiritual realm, then you're just as responsible. So a lot of times you can sense these people. You can feel their energy. They can tell you, oh, I change. Oh, I'm a truck driver now. I'm doing this. I don't go and hit beer runs and do the stuff I did back in the day. But the fact that they will joke around and say, hey, we should do this. I'm just kidding. I don't do that anymore. I used to do it. It's a red flag, because they're telling you what kind of energy is attracted to them. So even if they've changed their life, they still attract these type of energies based off of their life choices. So if this person attracts this energy and now they're saying, oh, I've changed my life, I'm doing this, but then you're still hanging out with women from the street that are into these things and are attracted to these men, and you think as a man you're smarter than her. You're like, oh, I used to live in this, she has a perfect body, she's attractive, but I'm not going to take her serious. But I know how to get into her head, because I was once in her position. I was living in that world once upon a time, but I changed my life. But I was living in that type of world. And now that I changed my life, the type of women that I'm attracted to that are on my level, I'm not really on their level because I haven't spiritually healed myself. So a part of me is still lukewarm. I don't feel like what this person's expectations of me is what I'm willing to do. I'd rather be a bachelor. I don't want these type of expectations out of me. I want to change my life, but I don't want to all the way change my life. I don't, yeah, now I'm not stealing anymore, but I'm still living that life of going from woman to woman and playing games. But hey, I can't, the type of woman that I know I can get this woman, but she's going to want certain expectations out of me. And I haven't changed my life completely. So I'm going to go over there. Now that I'm a truck driver, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to go get me a low grade. I'm going to go get me one of these parking lot lizards. I'm going to get me someone lower because I know I can manipulate them. I can use them. I can get what they want. I know that the breadcrumbs I throw at them, they're going to enjoy. And now this person, they're walking around with wicked women, wicked entities, evil entities, demonic entities, and they think that they can overpower these entities, and they think that they're in control. They think that they're God. They don't have faith in God. They don't know that they're still wrestling against the devil. So now, guess what? You're hanging out with demonic entities. You're claiming you change, but these entities are in you. You're still demonic in some type of way. So anyone that you come across, you're not going to be able to do the right thing. You're going to think of ways to scam people around or manipulate the people around you. Everything always has to be manipulation. You always have to find flaws in people, even when you come across people who are good people, but maybe they're not street smart, or they don't understand really too much about what's going on out here. So you try to use these tactics to manipulate good people who are not doing anything to you, because you think they're just as dumb as the people that you came up with, or the people who are living their life a certain way. And you almost can't see the difference between the two because you're looking at both parties as being dumb. So when you go with someone who might not be aware of what's going on, but you know that they're trying to do the right things, a part of you, because you're a scam artist, is going to have this deep hate for this person, because even if they're not aware of certain things, you know that they're on the right path, and you're going to try to mess up their reality, because even if you might be doing better than them, you know that you won't be where you're at for too long, and you know that this person is capable of surpassing you just because they're good. So you're trying to scam people out of their own realities because you can't escape your own reality. And when you come across people who have escaped that reality that you can't seem to escape, they could see through your bullshit because they feel your energy, and they've worked really hard to get out of that ongoing circle, loophole. They worked really hard, years to finally understand everything that's coming around full circle, to finally understand that nothing in life is going to change unless you change yourself. You can't change people until you understand that there's principalities in this world, things that you can't see, rules that take place that are invisible, that no one can teach you and people can tell you, but you can't understand. Until you understand that there's rules in this matrix and in this spiritual realm. Just like there's rules in the matrix, there's rules in the spiritual realm. And if you keep playing with God, you're scamming yourself. And if you're scamming yourself, that shows your version of how you love yourself, because you're going to put that energy onto other people. So if you're scamming yourself, you're going to scam others. If you got to scam yourself, if you got to put on a mask and you can't be yourself and you got to put a mask on, then every person that you come across, you're going to be putting a mask on. You're never going to be your authentic self. And if you're never your authentic self, because you don't know how to be authentically yourself and have boundaries. You feel like you have rules to scam people, and that's how you live. You live by rules that you've created that go against God. So you're scamming yourself trying to scam others, and you want to create your own rules and think that you're in control. And when you come across people that can see through it, you don't like those people. If anything, you get angry when someone exposes you for being a scam artist. When people don't even expose the scam artist narcissist, when sometimes you don't even expose these people, you go around circles because you know what they're trying to do. So you're like, let me just play stupid, like I don't know what's going on, and get myself out of this situation real quick. Because I don't want this person to go off, get mad. I don't want it to escalate, because I already know when you've tried to premeditate a whole scam, and you thought, hey, this is the perfect fucking victim right here. I know I'm gonna be able to. They look at you and think they're gonna scam you because they're looking at the physical realm. They're not tapped into the spiritual realm. Because if they were tapped into the spiritual realm, they wouldn't even try you. They have to keep trying different entities, different bodies. They keep trying to, they're like, oh, I got to get as many people as I can until I finally get someone I can scam. Why? Why do they got to keep doing the same shit over and over again? And they keep doing it over and over again because they can't identify with the spiritual realm. Because if they could identify with the spiritual realm, they wouldn't look at you and think, I can scam you. And then once they're hearing you talk around their circles, and you're asking straightforward questions, or you're going around a situation where you're just trying to get out of this person's presence, the narcissist will assume that you're the liar because they're a liar. So they might ask you a question and you might even respond. And the reason you'll know this person's a scammer is because when you respond to them with the truth, a lie, they always think you're lying. They're getting mad because they're like, are you stupid? And in your mind, you're like, no, I'm not stupid. I'm playing stupid. And they're like, oh, you're dumb. You just do what I'm telling you to do. Sometimes they'll even stare at you in your eyes. They'll even stare at you. They'll talk into your soul. And while they're talking to you, they think it's going to distract you that someone stared into your soul. Or they might think that, you know, by talking to you in a way that's belittling you is going to anger you. They can pull a quick one over you. So you'll see that the scammer will even, they'll even be polite. They'll feel like, okay, I can't scare you because I see that you're wide awake. So I'm gonna give you the respect that you seek. And I'm going to come back around again. I'm going to hoover back around until I get you back. It becomes a mission to them. Sometimes they even try to use other people because you've become, they're like vampires. Now they're involving other people, but because you're never using your emotions, you'll see the other people popping up and you'll start connecting the dots. Because in your realm, in the spiritual realm, you know that we're all connected. We're all connected. So you'll look at it like, well, all these people could be connected. And now you've angered the narcissist. Now the narcissist is mad. Now they're demanding things. They're like, oh, I thought you were cool. I was being polite to you. It was a job just to be polite. That's what the scam artist doesn't tell you. Now they're mad. Trust me, just do what I'm telling you to do, or else I'm gonna intimidate you. I'm gonna get you in trouble. I'm gonna get you fired. You catch them in a lie, you catch them stealing, they're mad. They're trying to argue with you so that you can argue back with them, and we can forget about the act itself. They want to forget about the act itself, the scam itself. And now focus on the fact that you're arguing with, oh, that's not good customer service. You shouldn't be talking back to me even though I'm disrespecting you. You should just be a robot. Yeah, I tried to scam, I tried to steal, I tried to switch these tags. Oh, I found this on a 30% rack, knowing they didn't. Oh, well, if someone put it there, then ma'am, it was an accident. Maybe someone just put it there, but this is not part of that deal going on. A normal person is just going to be like, fuck it. I don't care. Let me just either buy it or I'm just going to leave it. Who cares? It's materialistic stuff. But a narcissist, they're going to try to scam their way through. They're going to try to upset you. They're going to, call management. I'm going to call corporate. What are your names? And everything is created to make you, to intimidate you and make you feel like they're in control or they have power, right? That this is why I'm making this video, because there are some narcissists that actually retaliate, that want to go back and forth with you after they're trying to scam you and you're trying to figure out. And this is the thing that's always kind of mind blew me, is that if you're scamming, if you get caught, you would think that you would just try to run away, right? If you get caught or scamming or doing something, but the narcissist is willing to endanger your life over trying to scam you over nothing. Sometimes they're trying to scam you over nothing, right? Over chump change even. And then if you're not going for it, they're trying to make you pay the consequences of not going for it, which can be even deadly, violent, invading your personal space, snatching things from your hand, destroying your property. And you'll think to yourself, if someone is trying to get over on me, you would think they would feel embarrassed for getting caught and just like leaving, just walking away from the situation, or actually feeling embarrassed, or or maybe laughing it off and playing it off, or just leaving. But they get mad. And you can also understand the psyche part of them getting mad, because when you're living in a lie, you'll start thinking, if your life is a lie and you're a scammer and your whole life is basically consists of lying, then even when you're lying, subconsciously you think you're telling the truth. So subconsciously you get offended because you feel like you're being attacked, because you're believing your own lie, to the point where you think that other people are lying to you, even though you know consciously it's you who's lying. But because you're doing the wrong thing and your brain is trying to process your own lie that doesn't even make sense, then your brain is going to process another lie to go in to fit that lie. And what narcissists do is that once they lie, they start thinking other people are lying. So these people are scammers. They'll scam you, and their fight or flight response is to attack you when you're aware of their own lie, to attack you to the point where they're almost treating you like you're the liar. And that's what makes a narcissist scam artist so dangerous. So I just wanted to bring that up to your awareness. A lot of times, like I said, I play really dumb with them and just kind of like, because I already know how it can go. But even when you play dumb and you let things slide, what's crazy is that they might not say anything to you because they know they can't approach you. They know you're not going for their shit. So what they tend to do is that they won't say anything to your face. They'll wait and go to maybe your manager, your supervisor. They'll wait. They know they can't go back and forth with you because you caught them in their act. You have proof. So they'll go to someone else and lie on you. They'll go to other people and lie on you. And this is why it's important that you always have proof of what's going on. When you're catching things happening or going on, or conversations that are going left, always start recording on your phone. Record the conversations, or if you have proof on your phone of a screenshot or a text message, just screenshot it, because it might end up saving your life later on. Because once this person tries to scam you, they're not going to stop just there. They might go to other people and try to scam other people, and give up your name and your personal information and make it seem like it was you who came up with this great idea or this plan or business venture. And so they might blame you, even though you already had said no. But they might say that you're the one that came up with this idea. And now, guess what? You got the screenshots, you got the text messages. So when they go to other people trying to scam them, it's almost, it's almost, what just popped up in my head. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago when the pandemic was happening. I'm not on Facebook, but I heard that there was a scam on Facebook, or maybe all social medias, where people were stealing people's Facebook accounts. They were promising them money. They were scamming them into giving up their Facebook passwords and stuff like that. And then they would go and contact family, friends, and anyone on their friend list asking for money. And people were sending money thinking, oh, my relative just asked me, but they didn't know that their accounts were hacked, right? So that's how the scam artist can also work. They might not be able to scam you, but any information that you gave them, your name, anything, they can, or just the way you handled the situation. If there was a point in the conversation where you finally figured there's a red flag, they're going to use your awareness to scam the next person. They're going to use your information to scam the next person. They might go to a different person and say, hey, I'm calling you on behalf of so-and-so. They even do this on the phone. They know you're related to someone. They might call you and say, hey, we're looking for so-and-so. They owe money. They owe this, that. And they're thinking, I can't call that person directly because they know they're going to know it's a scam because they don't owe me nothing. They're lying, So I'm going to call someone that they're related, connected to. And hopefully that person will say, hey, it's okay. I'll handle. How much is there? How much do they have to pay? Oh, don't, that's my son, or that's my daughter, or that's my wife, or, I'll pay this payment real quick for them. Right. So a narcissist scam artist, narcissist people, when they scam you into relationships, friendships, whatever the case is, even when they're in business, you have to think to yourself, this person doesn't give a damn about you as a human being. These people don't even look at you like human beings. They don't care about you. They don't look at it as, they don't feel any type of remorse for the act. They're only thinking of one thing. It might be money. They don't care that it's going to take away from you. They feel like you'll get it back. They feel like it's a learning lesson for you not to trust people, not to give out your private information. They feel like you gain something out of them scamming you. That's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with narcissist scam artists. And you have to think about it. To them, it's like, oh, you shouldn't take it personal because I don't even look at you like a human being. It's either you fell for it or you didn't fall for it. But then again, if that's how you're looking at it, then why are you so mad when people don't fall for your scam? So that right there is what lets you know that these people are very sick in the head. They're very sick, disturbed people. There's something mentally wrong with them, right? You would think, hey, I scammed you, I'm going to keep it moving. No, they're like, oh, let me find a relative, let me find a friend. Let me sleep with your sister, let me sleep with your brother, let me get close to your friends. These people are like, they're not only scammers, they're leeches. They're almost leeches because they follow the people that you know, and find a way to stick their nose into your life, and then it becomes like a parasite trying to get these people out of your life, because they keep coming back, and then they gaslight and make it seem like it's you who, it's you who keeps coming back, it's you who keeps taking me back, it's you who keeps interacting with me. But you have to think about it. These people, sometimes when they have a plan in their head, it's like, oh, the next woman I'm with, I'm gonna dog the shit out of them. The next guy I'm with, I'm gonna use them because I was used. Oh, when this person comes, we're gonna do this, or we're gonna go in. Sometimes they're sloppy. Sometimes it has nothing to do with your race, ethnicity, your religion. It has nothing to do with how you look. They already premeditated something in their head, so to them it's like, this is how it's going to go. And if someone says or does something, this is what I'm going to do. And you're thinking, how could they do this to me? This person looks old enough to be my father, my mother, or this person looks like they could be my child. Or you're looking at the physical realm and you're not looking at the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, this person is a menace to society. So they don't even care about none of that. They don't care about people. They don't care about the spiritual realm. That they don't care about the rules in the matrix. So why would they care about the rules in the spiritual realm? And this is why they're in turmoil all the time. This is why their life is always in hell, and it's always spins and shit going on. But they're so used to the shit that's going on in their life. They're so used to chaos that it's normal to them. It actually gives them a rush and a thrill. So you're dealing with someone that feels in power. They feel like, oh, I'm crazy. If anybody tries to defend themselves, I'm crazy. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone who feels like they're crazy enough to get over on you, and they don't care how crazy other people are. So you have to think how dangerous that situation can be when you feel as an empath, I'm an empath, but I'm not a punk. And then you're dealing with someone who's like, well, I'm not a punk either. And you're like, yeah, but you're fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? You're messing with me, which you're trying to make, you're like, the equation doesn't even add up. And you're dealing with someone so arrogant that's like, oh, I don't care if the equation doesn't add up. It is what it is. It just is what it is. You just happen to be here. You just happen to be the supply I got. You just happen to be the person I can scam because you don't even realize you're being scammed. So you need to be scammed so you can know what it feels like to be scammed socially, in a friendship, in a relationship. You need to learn these things so they justify their actions. And these people, I'm telling you, sometimes they don't even walk. They know they're scamming you. And you would think a scam artist will scam you once and walk away. No, as long as they can keep scamming, they're going to keep scamming until they don't care if years are going by. If they're not at where they're at in life, they're going to keep scamming people. So it's very important for people to be aware that some people, they will talk about their past and the things that they used to do and the life they used to live. But a lot of times they're not telling you that energy is following them, and they're not telling you that they haven't outgrew that energy, that they haven't acknowledged why a lot of that shit still keeps happening to them. Is because they're still dabbling in that world. They're not all the way in with God. They're lukewarm. They're halfway in. I'm good most of the time, but every now and then again I do shit to impress people. I do shit because I get a rush. So guess what? If you still do shit that keeps you in a sinful nature of scamming people, if you're still in that scamming energy, then there's just going to be way too many opportunities that are going to introduce themselves to you so that you can continue doing the same dumb shit. And guess what? You're going to keep, every time you get an opportunity, or someone gives you more money than they were supposed to give you, you're going to say, oh, it's not a big deal. It's on them. They gave me more money than they were supposed to. And you're going to walk away because you're lukewarm in your faith in God. You're not all the way in with God, which means that you're still scamming yourself and you're trying to scam God, and you can't scam God. You can't scam God's people without paying for it. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. I hope that this video was helpful. And always remember, when stuff happens, you just got to accept it so that it won't happen again. Sometimes you say, why? Trust me, anything that happens and you learn from it, it's because it's going to happen again. Every time you go through stuff, it's because it's going to happen again. You might think, oh, no, I wish I wouldn't have went. Look, it happened because it's going to happen again. So as long as you know it, be aware so that when it happens again, you're prepared, and you're going to realize why it's so important for you to why it's so important that you had to go through some things. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you guys want to support my channel by booking or donating to my channel, my booking information is on the description. And as always, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.